Our search for the one true collegiate basketball champion continues right here at the TIP Gym in the city of Manila. Ito po ang second day ng Metro Manila Luzon leg of the National Collegiate Championship. Hatid sa inyo ng ABS-CBN Sports and Action, and you see the teams on hand practicing, warming up. That's the first game of your Thursday doubleheader. Ito po ang full schedule today, starting at 2 o'clock. The Season 77 UAAP champions, National University, taking on the ISAA, the current ISAA champions, PATTS Seahorses. While in the second game today, ang first runner-up ng NAASCU, the St. Clair College of Caloocan, taking on the first runner-up of the NCBL, ang Technological Institute of the Philippines. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Thank you for watching us. It is extremely warm but extremely exciting matchups we have for you ngayong hapon na to. Ako po si Eric Tipan, kasama si Coach Alan Gregorio, Coach AG. Obviously, ang PATTS, kung napanood niyo po kahapon, PATTS, nahirapan sa laban nila in the first game yesterday. So looking forward na makabawi yan dito after that big loss against JRU yesterday.
Well, definitely it's a must-win for this team, PATTS, because if they lose today, definitely they're going to be out of the running for Group B. Yesterday, what happened was they struggled in the first quarter, then they played good in the second, the third, and the fourth quarters. Now, that's something that they have to be able to check for today's ball game. They have to play 40 minutes of good basketball.
Okay, yung teams po natin, we have 6 teams in this Metro Manila Luzon leg. We split them into 3 and 3. 2 groups po yan, Group A and B. Ngayon pa lang po magpapakita ang National University. Pero tulad na banggit natin ang PATTS naglaro na kahapon, only one winner will emerge from each group to challenge and move forward.
Well, it's going to be very tough because JRU was able to win by 27 points against PATTS. Now, what JRU wants right now is for PATTS to be able to beat NU, but that's going to be really very tough. No? And of course, ang National University will be battling it out with JRU this coming Saturday.
Okay, maaga pa lang po tayo. Like we said, second day of this leg. Let's see the standings para malaman nyo yung update sa inyong mga paboritong team dito sa NCC.
Well, yesterday, let's focus on Group B first. JRU, they're 1-0. They were able to beat PATTS. NU was not able to play yesterday. But in Group A, tingnan natin to, malaking bagay to. TIP was able to win against Mapua.
Right.
And that was a very, very tough game.
That was a parang come from behind a little bit, especially in the end. Napakaganda na ginawa kahapon ng home team, TIP. And mamaya, lalaban din ulit sila. So, very good afternoon for basketball fans ngayong Thursday. Ngayon, tingnan natin yung profile ng National University. A lot of you may not have seen them. And medyo malaki na yung changes after Season 78 of the UAAP as they were unable to defend their championship. But still, very solid team. Finished 4th in the UAAP.
Of course, it's still coached by Coach Eric Altamirano, and the key players for this team are Jello Alalino, you have Alfred Aroga, you've got JJ Alejandro, and alam mo, parang hindi ko nakita yata itong si Jello Alalino. Let's check out if Jello Alalino will be playing in today's ball game.
Yeah, it's going to be important. He's their floor general, so to speak. Pero mamaya, abangan natin yung lineup when the starting 5 is called. Pero puntahan natin, maganda yung performance kahapon ng PATTS Seahorses. 3 players scored in double figures, but let's highlight the top scorer para sa Seahorses. Mark Velasco came off the bench and drained some threes. He's a big body. He moves around. He has range. And he put up good numbers para sa Seahorses yesterday. And hopefully today, mas maganda-ganda, no?
That's right. 11 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, all of which were done in the second half. May nakita tayong 3-point shot, face-up jumper, had a couple of layups and putbacks. So that's something that Mark Velasco will have to be able to do. But today's ball game against Alfred Aroga,
right.
Question mark tayo doon.
It's going to be very difficult with the front line, solid front line ng National University. So you hear the buzzer, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The first game of today's Thursday doubleheader. We have the Seahorses of PATTS taking on the Bulldogs of National University. Next, dito lang sa ABS-CBN Sports and Action.
A very pleasant Thursday afternoon from the TIP Gym as we continue with your 2015 National Collegiate Championship Metro Manila eliminations. Let us meet the starters for our first matchup today. First, for the PATTS College of Aeronautics Seahorses. At forward number 10, Justoni Loyola. Power forward number 12, Jason Orada. Center number 17, Mark Velasco. The off guard number 15, RV Kapinding. And at point guard number 11, Joshua Diaz. Head coach of the Seahorses is Lency Aranzaso. And now from the UAAP, here on the National University Bulldogs. Power forward number 23, the comebacking Michael Pate. Another comeback player, number 35 at forward, Matt Salem. At center, number 45, Sadie Rangel. Point guard, number 9, Rev Diputado. And the off guard, number 12, JJ Alejandro. Head coach of the Bulldogs, Coach E. Eric Altamirano. The officials for this ball game, AJ Scooby-Doo, Alan the Prayer Dasal.
There's the starting five for the Bulldogs and the Seahorses. Nabanggit mo kanina, Coach AG. Jello Alulino, not in the lineup ni natin nakita. He is not starting, pero I'm scanning the bench and wala din daw, sabi ni JJ Alejandro. Pretty solid lineup still for the former UAAP champions. Rangel will be tested in the middle against Velasco, and panahon na para sa mga new guys ng NU na magpakitang gilas para kay Coach Eric.
Well, yun exactly yung sinabi ni Rev Diputado, no? Bago na to, Coach. So, I think it's an intelligent decision on the part of Coach Eric Altamirano and the whole of the coaching staff na mabigyan na ng oportunidad yung mga lalaro for season 79 of the UAAP.
No, Coach Alan, alam naman ng maraming fans ng basketball kung paano maglaro ang NU. Kahapon nakita natin kung paano kabahan sa simula ang PATTS Seahorses. How do you see them so far today, and what do you think is their game plan against NU in the first few minutes of the first quarter?
Well, they've got to play with a lot of enthusiasm. Hindi na pwede yung alam nila, nasa TV sila, no? Kaya nagkaroon ng konting inconsistency going to the start of the first quarter yesterday.
All right, for a report about National University, let's check in with third member of the panel, Pauline Versosa.
You know, Eric and Alan, what we will be seeing today is a whole different team from what we've seen in the UAAP. Like what you mentioned earlier, the NU Bulldogs finished in 4th place and failed to defend their title. But instead of looking to redeem themselves here in the NCC League, the NU Bulldogs' ultimate goal is to reevaluate and assess their team, especially with the loss of their seniors. With that said, what we have today is a promising mixture of teams A and B, and Coach Eric Altamirano shares that he's looking at this opportunity to find out more about his players. Eric and Alan?
All right, thank you, Pauline. Definitely, there will be a lot of assessment, especially with the performance of Michael Pate, Matt Salem, CSB and LaSalle respectively, mga transferees. And we all know kung paano naman mag-perform JJ Alejandro and Rev Diputado. So those are a given already. Pero both teams medyo nangangapa sa panimula ng first quarter. A minute plus gone by already, Coach AG.
Ito nga, makikita natin dito, no? Even itong kuponan ni Coach Eric, hindi pa nakaka-shoot. But Matt Salem, will this open look? Not yet. It's been 1.5 minutes, still no points for both squads.
Both shaky start here. Let's welcome the final member of the panel reporting about the Seahorses, Roxanne Montealegre.
Natalo man sa una nilang laban sa JRU kahapon, malalaki pa rin ang ngiti ng ating PATTS College of Aeronautics Seahorses at dahil yan sa very positive outlook na ipinapakita ni Coach Lency Aranzano. Aminado man siya na kulang sila ng isang star player nila at naganahan ng players niya ng kaba at takot sa una nilang game. Ngayon naman, naniniwala siya na nakapag-adjust na sila and that they just have to stay focused, lessen their turnovers, and work extra hard on their defense. Kaya abangan natin mamaya if the PATTS Seahorses will be able to bounce back from their loss. Eric, Coach Alan?
All right, thank you, Roxanne. Well, they're performing with a lot more aggressiveness. Mapapansin natin yun dito, no? And they're not afraid to put up shots. Although, some have really gone, you know, away from the basket. Marami silang air balls. But still, you like the aggressiveness of these players. And Roxanne was mentioning, wala silang, they're missing the services of one of their best players. Pong Manansala suffered a sprained ankle early in the first quarter yesterday, and namamaga pa daw yung kanang kanang ankle. So
Well,
he's
that
not
was
seeing action.
exactly, Eric, that was just yesterday, no? So nung hinahanap natin siya pala yung nandun, nakatanggal na yung sapatos.
Yeah.
You know what PATTS is doing here is that they're trying to take the three-point shots. Para na sa ganun, yung defense ng mga malalaki tulad ni Rangel, lumabas.
Well, here's Rangel inside. Gets that lucky bounce. So 2 field goals finally para sa National University here. PATTS, this is what they should be wary about. Kahapon, maaga silang natambakan, ano? Only they put up 4 points and allowed 20+ points to their opponent.
21-4 actually to end the first quarter. And here's Velasco trying to attack the defense of Rangel. Still no points for PATTS. 3.5 minutes gone in this ball game.
Loyola with a couple of bricks already. And si Coach Aranzazo of the Seahorses getting ready to put in Kalubag and Fandialan in the ball game as this offense is going nowhere. Nice pick and roll. Pate missing from point blank range. A couple of misses already for Michael Pate. Diaz, another player ng PATTS who scored in double digits yesterday along with Kapinding, who has the ball right now. RV Kapinding swinging around to Loyola. 9 seconds to shoot. Loyola drives, kicks it out. Velasco knocked in a 3 earlier, or sorry, yesterday. This is from long range today. Diputado losing the ball, but Loyola unable to control the leathers. It's going to be any ball when we return after this quick break. It's a 4-0 start for the Bulldogs against the Seahorses. Mga students from PATTS, as you take a look at our streaming address, sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/NCC. Kahapon, no, nasa kabilang side sila ngayon ng court, no? Kahapon nasa likod natin itong mga to, mga taga-PATTS. Ang ingay, no?
Ang ingay! No?
Well,
Lalong-lalo na nung gumawa ng slight run, ano? I think
Yeah.
that was a 12-4 run on the part of PATTS yesterday. So naramdaman natin na they're really involved and they're just cheering on their classmates.
Exactly. And they're here again. Dala ng isang bus yata, dala ng
Hindi,
mga
isang
taga-PATTS.
aeroplano to, pare.
Bagong pasok, Fandialan. Reed is also in the game para sa PATTS. It's the same lineup para kay Coach Altamirano and the Bulldogs. Orada, nice show against the pick and roll. Here is Alejandro with a hand in his face. Puts it in.
And JJ Alejandro, he can play the 1 and 2 positions. He can shoot. It's one of the guards who's really going to be expected to shine for Coach Eric Altamirano in season 79.
Oh, Kalubag is in the ball game. Also travels. Isa pa sa mga bagong pasok yan. Kalubag yesterday also put in quality minutes para kay Coach Lancy Aranzazo. Pero ito, no, turnovers. Ito kahapon yung pumatay sa PATTS in first quarter, no?
Same thing. And so far, they still don't have points of turnovers, something that they were able to do in the third quarter. And some inside points, maybe care of
Velasco. Somebody's got to stop Alejandro. He's starting to heat up. And we know this guy is a streak shooter. 2 straight threes para kay Alejandro. And a quick 6-0 run, making a 10-point lead para sa Bulldogs.
And in 5 minutes of action, actually 5 minutes and 10 seconds, still no points for the PATTS Seahorses.
Kalubag, baseline, nowhere to go. Steps out of bounds. Back-to-back turnovers para kay Kalubag. And right now, just like yesterday, scrambling for offense itong Seahorses. There's the second three of JJ Alejandro. Oh, sorry, that was the first one. This is the second one.
Magkamukha naman eh, di ba na? Pwede na.
Parehong angle.
Pareho.
Here's Diputado. Inside to Rangel. There's a traveling.
Was tempted to go for his 2 points. But Pate was wide open. Should have been an open pass. Or a pass right there by Rangel.
Well, Rangel has been working extremely hard on post moves during the offseason. I see him a lot at gym, working on, these quick fake to the right, spin to the left sort of move. He still has to perfect it though to be effective. Beltran in the ball game para sa Seahorses.
And if there's one thing that the Seahorses or PATTS was able to do yesterday, they shot very well from the free throw line. Diaz was the first one who was able to score yesterday via fast break. Joshua Diaz. At na naman, maatake na naman yung ating mga New Year crowd sa likod natin, partner. Making some noise.
Well, just like yesterday, as you see, Coach Aranzazo of PATTS, Diaz uli ang unang pumuntos para sa Seahorses as they are in dire need of, you know, some points on the board with almost 6 minutes gone by. Wala pa rin field goal ang mga taga-PATTS. 0 for 8 Seahorses, 4 for 10 ang Bulldogs. Diputado with a little trickery against Diaz. Open is Pate, wala. Ball tapped by Rangel to himself, keeps it alive. Cutting Pate, it's good with a foul.
And this time bumawi, no? Itong si Rangel after getting that offensive rebound. Good cut by Pate and a nice dish. And one, extra free throw. This is a nice pass. Good cut.
So 5 field goals para sa Bulldogs. Coach Alan, ang Seahorses, naghahanap pa rin ng first field goal nila, and they're practically putting themselves in the same situation as yesterday.
Oh, very, very low, no? Just like what you said, 0 out of 8 to start the first quarter.
And what's surprising is yesterday they showed us that they actually can score if they want to. Second, third, fourth quarters, nakapuntos na sila. In fact, scored more. As you see Alejandro score, they even outscored JRU yesterday in certain quarters.
You know, I'm sure kung ordinary league nila yon, Kalubag would have given JJ Alejandro a hard foul or you go to the free throw line. But then again, no, parang siguro merong factor na I see this guys playing on television.
Pero finally, first field goal, Joshua Diaz para sa PATTS. They're down by 10, 15-5 with 3 minutes plus remaining in the first quarter.
Ito, marked improvement to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
3 minutes, 5 points. Kahapon, 10 minutes, 4 points.
4 points lang, exactly. There's a stop on the one end para sa PATTS. Let's see if they can score here. Diaz. Beltran with the left, wala. Reed trying to keep it alive, pero nakuha ni Salem ang bola. Diputado. Go-ahead pass. Na huling tutulog-tulog ang depensa ng PATTS in transition. It's a 17-5 lead by the Bulldogs over the Seahorses here in the first quarter. Back here at the TIP Gym in the city of Manila para sa Day 2 ng Metro Manila Luzon leg ng NCC or National Collegiate Championship. Nagsimula na po tayo in the provinces. We weren't able to cover some of the games that were done in the southern part of the Philippines, but as we move forward, mas marami kayo makikita games of the teams from about 200 plus teams. We've whittled down the number, and 33 liga, no, ang sumali dito sa National Collegiate Championship. So malaki.
Well, dito nga sa Manila leg, instead of one Miss Yuday, nagkaroon pa ng mini groupings.
Yeah.
So that's why PATTS, even if they lost yesterday, they're still playing today.
Assists, Bulldogs 6-1 versus the Seahorses. Diaz faking, Diaz driving, and a block as Aroga introduces himself to Joshua Diaz.
A good strong move on the part of Diaz. He has scored all the 5 points for the Seahorses. Look at this, good strong move. There's the arm contact. Aroga just making sure that there's no end one. Joshua Diaz, the lefty, taking 2 free throws.
Matt Aquino is in the ball game. Dave Yu is also in the ball game para sa National University along with Alfred Aroga.
Well, I saw one of my guards coming from the UPIS program. That's Kim Cinco. He'll be given a chance later on, hopefully. Saan ba siya? Kim Cinco? Anong number? Number 5. Cinco nga.
That's Abatayo. Abatayo is also in the
Abatayo, galing din sa kanilang high school program.
Nico Abatayo. Spandialan with the rebound. down to Beltran. He gives it back to Fandialan. There's Abatayo guarding him. Coming down to 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Fandialan for three. Yes!
Fandialan for three.
So after some struggle in the first 5 minutes, now it's a good run for the Seahorses.
They're down by 7. Stop and pop. Wala. Para kay Gallego. John Vincent Gallego. Fandialan also yesterday put in quality minutes. Great defender para kay Coach Aranzazo. If I'm not mistaken, a 5-0 run para sa Seahorses.
I'd like to correct it. Si Abatayo pala galing sa Beda Juniors.
Right. And make it a 7-0 run as the Seahorses trim the deficit down to just 5 and chance of defense ringing inside the TIP gym, and matatawagan pa ng offensive foul si Matt Aquino, transfer out of Adamson for the illegal pick. Pero ito yung dos ni Calubag. Now an opportunity for Kapinding and the Seahorses to cut it a little further. Maybe make it a 10-0 run. Nice pick and roll play. Open underneath is Reed.
John Reed.
9-0 run now. And the Seahorses are within 3. Yu gives it up to Aroga. Strict man-to-man defense here by the Seahorses. Aroga has to put it up with 4 on the shot clock. Aquino keeps it alive. Fresh 24 para sa Bulldogs. Pesky defense by Fandialan. Here's Aroga against Beltran. Goes baseline. There's a quick foul. Put up by Beltran. Or committed by Beltran.
Number 4-1 Beltran, his second 3 on PATTS.
Well, you can see that Alfred Aroga wants to play this ball game. He's telling his teammates, we gotta have that quicker ball movement.
What a run here by the Seahorses in the first quarter. Bench points 7-0. 9-0 run by PATTS against NU. And you've got to be really impressed. 6 seconds left in the first quarter. And Gallego will be sent to the free throw line.
Number 13, Ronchi Calubag, his first 4 on the
First personal foul on Calubag.
Well, Gallego, one of the top-notch guards coming from the Chinese league. Now playing for National University. His chance to score his first 2 points for NU.
Puts both in to stop the bleeding para sa National University. Dave Yu puts it up in the final seconds of the first quarter. So it's a 9-2 run in the end para sa PATTS Seahorses after trailing by as much as 12 here in the first quarter. What a spirited performance after a struggling yesterday in the first 10 minutes against JRU. Eh, nabuhayan, dito pa lang hindi nagpatambak ang PATTS Seahorses against the National University Bulldogs. Our score at the end of 10 minutes, 19-14. NU still leading, but only by 5 against PATTS going into the second.